Like, hi guys, welcome to my vlog. So, in this little booklet, we're going to have a look at cells. Yay! So, let's get straight into this. So, the first little bit that you need to know, is all about the structure of animal and plant cells. So, let's start off with an animal cell. Okay, now, for this, here's the main things you need to know. You need to know that around the outside there is a cell membrane, and its main job is to control what goes in and out of the cell. So it's like a barrier, and it controls what can get in and out. Not everything can get in and out, and it is up to the cell membrane to choose what comes in and out. The next thing we've got is this big thing in the middle, and it's usually quite dark, and it looks a bit like that, and this is known as the nucleus. Now, in the nucleus, it contains DNA in the form of chromosomes, and its main function is to control the cell's activities. So, because it contains the DNA, it basically controls what the cell does. So we say that the nucleus controls the cell's activities. Now, as well as that, around the outside of that, we have got a nucleus or nuclear membrane. And like the way that the cell membrane controls what goes in and out of the cell, the nucleus membrane controls what goes in and out of the nucleus. The next little bit then is this, which is the cytoplasm. Now, what we can say about the cytoplasm is that some important reactions go on in here. Okay, so cytoplasm is simply where chemical reactions take place. Now, as well as that, we also have other little bits, which are these like little bean-shaped boyos just floating about in there. And if we were to zoom into one, which you could do using a microscope, you'd see that the inside of it is all wrinkly. And this little thing is called a mitochondria. And this is where cell respiration takes place. Okay, now in cell respiration, that's where energy is produced from that reaction. So here's the main things that we've got. We've got a cell membrane around the outside which controls what goes in and out of the cell. We've got a nucleus which contains DNA and controls the cell activities. We've got a cytoplasm, which is where some chemical reactions take place, and we've got a mitochondria where respiration takes place. Okay, so that was straightforward enough. The next little one we need to have a look at is the plant cell. Now, for the plant cell, let's draw a little rectangle, because that's sort of what it's like, and keep it nice and tidy. It's got another rectangle in like that. Okay, now usually it's a bit more rounded than that, but this is just a fairly quick way of drawing it. As well as that, we have also got a big sort of black nucleus in there. We have also got a thing in there known as the vacuole, and we've got some other little things which are a little bit green like this in there, and we've also got some of those as well. So if you were trying to draw that out really quickly, and it's probably pretty important that you can do that, what you need to do, rectangle, rectangle, nucleus, one of these things, and then some circles in around there. Okay, now here's what each part is. We have got this section which goes from here to here. This is the cell wall. Okay, now it has two functions. First one is to stop the cell bursting. if water enters, and the second one is to support the cell. Okay? Now, it's important to know here that the cell wall is made up of this really tough carbohydrate known as cellulose. The next little bit is this bit in here. Now, this is this line, this bit here. So this line that goes the whole way around the outside is known as the cell membrane. So this has exactly the same role in a plant cell as it did in an animal cell, and it controls what enters and leaves the cell, or in other words, controls what goes in and out. So it was exactly the same in an animal cell as it is in a plant cell. Now, as well as that, we've also got this, which is a cytoplasm, and that is again where some chemical reactions take place. Okay, next little bit what we've got is this thing. Now, this is new, only plant cells have this, but this is a vacuole, and this contains cell sap. Now, the purpose of this is that it can fill up and support the cell. Okay, so for example, whenever you water your plants, the water can make its way into the vacuole. The vacuole swells up and offers support to this cell. Okay, and it does that because it's filled up with cell sap. Now, it's only plant cells that have those. Next little thing that we've got is this, which is a mitochondria, and again, that is where respiration takes place, so that releases energy. Other things that we've got here is, and you know what, let's use a cheeky wee green pen. These are chloroplasts, and they contain a green pigment known as chlorophyll, and it's that chlorophyll that makes plants green, and its job is to trap sunlight. So, really quickly, we've gone over plant and animal cells. Okay? Now, it's really easy to see some similarities and differences between this. Firstly, what have they got that's the same? What have they got that's different? So, both of them have cell membranes. Both of them have a nucleus, which means that both of them contain DNA. And actually, we should label that up there. So we've got a little nucleus there. They have also got a cytoplasm, and they've also got mitochondria. But where they're different is in several different ways. So plant cells also have a vacuole, and they also have chloroplasts, and they also have a cell wall. Okay, now a few other wee differences that we're going to talk about, but we may as well add them here, is what they store. So animal cells can store a carbohydrate known as glycogen, whereas plant cells store starch. Okay, so there's the main differences between plant and animal cells, and that's got us all covered pretty quickly. Okay, now next thing is bacterial cells. Now again, there is some important differences between plant and animal cells, but let's have a wee look at them first of all. So bacterial cells are single-celled organisms. Now that pretty much means that they exist of one cell only. So little bacteria are basically just little loners. Okay, whereas plant and animal cells like to cluster together, and they make up multi-celled organisms. So bacteria can just exist as one cell, but plant and animal cells can't do that. Now, if we look at the structure, they've got a cell membrane surrounding the cytoplasm. Now, that was the same as plant and animal. There is no nucleus, so that was actually a difference. The next thing is their DNA. So although they have DNA, it's in a circular chromosome, and that is known as this bit here, which is a plasmid. So plant and animal cells have these lovely big nuclei right in the centre of their cells, whereas bacterial cells just have a cheeky little loop of DNA. Okay? Now, they've also got this bacterial DNA, so they have two forms of DNA. And the final thing is, they've got a cell wall, so that's similar to plants, but it is not made up of cellulose. Okay? So, if you're comparing plant and bacterial cells, you could say that both have a cell membrane, both have cell walls, but the plant is cellulose and the bacterial is not cellulose. Now at GCSE you don't need to know what it is, you just need to know that it's not made of cellulose.